Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. One sex technique women beg for. 99.9% of men don't know this. When it comes to intimacy, most men think it's about technique, about moves or timing or performance. They think if they learn a trick or two, they'll satisfy their partner. But what women really want, what they actually beg for, isn't a move or a technique. It's something far simpler and more powerful that almost no men understand. It's about presence, being fully in the moment. When a man is truly present during intimacy, everything changes. It's not about rushing or trying to impress. It's about paying attention, really paying attention to her. Listening to the way her body moves, the sound of her breathing, the subtle signals she's sending. Most men are distracted. They're thinking about what's next, how they're doing, or they're not even fully there because their mind is somewhere else. That's the biggest mistake. Women want a partner who is 100% there, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. They want a man who sees them, who connects with them deeply, who responds to what they're feeling and needing in that moment. This presence creates trust, safety, and connection that no technique can match. It allows pleasure to grow naturally and intensely because the connection is real. Being present means putting away distractions, silencing the noise, and focusing fully on her. It means dropping the idea that you have to perform and instead focusing on the experience you're sharing together. It's not about controlling the moment but allowing it to unfold naturally, responding to her cues and rhythms. This kind of presence is rare because it takes courage and vulnerability. It requires a man to step out of his head and fully into his body and emotions. But when he does, the difference is profound. Women notice. They feel it deeply. They want to be with a man who is fully there, not just physically but emotionally and mentally. That's the technique no one talks about because it can't be learned from a book or a video. It has to be practiced in real moments, over time, by choosing to be fully present again and again. So if you want to be unforgettable, if you want to give her something no other man can, stop chasing moves or tricks. Start showing up. Be present. Listen. Feel. Connect. That's what women truly beg for, and 99.9% of men don't even know it exists. When we talk about intimacy, many people immediately think about physical techniques, how to touch, how to move, or how to perform better. But the truth that so few understand is that the most powerful technique is not a technique at all. It's presence. Being fully present, fully engaged, and fully connected in the moment is the real secret that transforms intimacy from a mechanical act into a deeply meaningful experience. This is what women crave more than anything else, yet 99.9% of men don't even realize it exists. Presence means showing up, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. It's about being in the here and now with your partner, without distractions or judgments. So often, men approach intimacy with a checklist in their minds. Am I doing this right? How long will this last? What move comes next? These questions pull their attention away from what's actually happening with their partner, and that's where the magic is lost. Women sense this immediately. They want to feel seen, heard, and valued, not as objects or goals, but as whole, complex human beings. Being present means more than just looking at your partner or touching them. It means truly tuning into her, listening to her breath, noticing how her body responds, paying attention to the subtle changes in her mood and energy. When a man is present, he doesn't just react blindly, he responds thoughtfully, adjusting to her needs in the moment. This kind of connection creates trust and safety, which are the foundation of true intimacy. Imagine being with someone who is distracted or distant. It feels empty, disconnected, and unsatisfying, no matter how technically skilled they are. Now imagine the opposite. A partner who is completely tuned in, who mirrors your emotions and movements, who is engaged with your experience and wants to share it fully with you. That's what presence feels like, and it's unforgettable. What's interesting is that presence isn't something you can fake. It can't be learned from a book or a video tutorial. It's a mindset, a commitment, and a practice. It requires discipline to set aside distractions like phones, stress, and racing thoughts. It requires courage to be vulnerable and open in the moment without fear of judgment or failure. Presence demands that you be willing to step out of your head and into your body and emotions fully. This is why so many men miss the mark. They focus on mastering physical skills or trying to impress, but they overlook the one thing that truly matters. The best physical technique in the world won't create connection if the man isn't present. But a man who is fully present can create an experience that feels deeply satisfying, even without any fancy moves. Practicing presence also changes the way men experience intimacy. When you're fully engaged and connected, pleasure intensifies, not just physically but emotionally. The entire experience becomes richer and more meaningful. Presence turns sex from a performance into a shared journey of discovery and connection. So how do you cultivate presence? It starts with small steps. Before intimacy, take a moment to breathe deeply and set your intention to be fully present. During intimacy, practice tuning into her body and emotions. Notice her reactions without planning your next move. Put away distractions and focus completely on the shared experience. And after, reflect on how being present changed the connection. Presence is the greatest gift a man can give in intimacy because it honors the humanity and uniqueness of his partner. It creates space for real connection, pleasure, and trust to flourish. Women aren't begging for perfect technique, they're begging for a partner who shows up fully, without distraction, without pretense, and with genuine care. In the end, presence is the secret that unlocks everything else. When you master it, you'll find that all the techniques, moves, and tips you learned before become much less important. Because the real magic isn't in what you do, it's in how you show up.